Hey, welcome to the session live. You already know the business. Dr. Minister Frederick Whitlow II, aka Coach Whitlow. Listen, shout out to my team, man. We had a great practice a couple of days ago, and I'm going to tell you, this conversation we are having today is an amazing conversation because a couple of my young men was really dealing with some things that even after practice, when we had a great conversation, and I wish they would have been at my practice or guests, but I did my best. So without any further ado, you tune into the session live. We do this every Saturday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then if you're on travel, because for some of you all, like I know quite a few of you all on our professional platform, the LinkedIn and some of the others, we do have it where you can watch it live, restreamed on Monday nights, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So without any further ado, I want you to make sure hey, listen, you need to share this. This topic, this conversation, these individuals. Listen, when I talk about, I always talk about life transforming agents. These two and their organization are transforming lives in such an impactful and significant way that I am super proud, and I'm super proud of them. And I'm glad because it took us a while, like I think well over a year, to really set up the appointment because they're so busy changing lives. So listen, share this with 7 people. I always tell you completion. That's how we get down. Is on the Saturday. That's the Sabbath. You already know the business. Here it is. Eshawn Burgundy, one of my dopest MCs that I really get into. He's got to, he said, you got to see with your eyes. When the eyes see, you begin to change for the better. We'll be right back. And here we are in the building with you. Session live.
Hallelujah. Blessed and highly favored. I love myself as well as my neighbor. Enjoy peace and love, yet I'm nothing to play with. Y'all running with the latest, but I believe is sacred. Our Father in heaven gave us eyes to see, to make distinctions between the psyops and the prophecies. I'm from a place where they downplay your atrocities, give you milk and cheese and never pay the proper fees. What the sheep is in his teeth. Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. But don't mistake, that's for the sheep who fell away. That's not for you, a wolf knows. He ain't in the dark about his plans. He coming for the flock. He want that blood on his hands. Want your throat not to breathe. In the lake of fire, he wants you to go beneath. Praying on you until your flesh. He wants you to sow a seed. Deeper hope maketh the heart sick. Yeah, Satan love it when you deceive. Disparaging remarks about our heritage and false narrative that said there's no merit to what we read, man. That gaslight like a flashlight. I was born at night, but it wasn't last night. Y'all need to get that bag right. Wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. One hell of a ticket, pun intended. Don't you say I cuss. We've been through enough. 400 plus. Our time is up. Take off these cuffs. I've been in repentance for this lust, not with the porn, but I can swipe up an image and feel disgust. What? They think I'm tripping because I want more for myself, so that even in my thoughts, I'm not whoring myself, yeah. Luring myself away from righteousness with my desire. My right hand mislead me, cut it off like Michael Myers. Life is easy, it's just complicated by these liars. Truth is confiscated, to get it you need the God of Zion. They confuse the sheep with disbelief and self-reliance. Took the Father's name off creation and blamed the science. Hebrews never boarded but still became compliant. Mission aborted, some of us refuse to slay this giant. That talking head should be severed off and dead. Bring us Pentecost instead, let's start speaking with tongues of fire. Ain't wanna preach to us, now the preaching coming from the choir. Y'all too corporate, tell me how does a preacher retire? I see y'all done bought the lies and y'all receipt expired. From the Holy Spirit, I don't never want no peace and quiet. The sheep hear the word of the most majestic, wonderful counselor, blessed voice of the shepherd. Meanwhile, all of the goats are disconnected, lawless, trading the promise of the blessed for a death wish.
Welcome back to the session live. I'm in the building with these amazing people from around the world and back. And I. Listen, I hope you are. I have had 2 Snickers and I had Sprite. You know what that means about this show, right? Going to the top with the interview. So welcome back to the session live. I'm your host. You already know Frederick Whitlow II, aka Doc Minister Fred 2. So we have in the building 2 special guests. So let's introduce our guest to you. It is none other than the good doctor. I said doctor, you understand why. Tauheed. Y'all thought I was gonna mess it up, didn't you?
Yeah, you did it right. That's right.
Yeah, I know I got you. Tauheed, Spence, and also Kenesha, Fudge. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So listen, we have this show right here, folks, is pretty amazing. It's really deep, but it's going to be so fulfilling in terms of becoming your best version of yourself. It's been a while since we've been talking about this for a minute, trying to get this together. But I'm so grateful this time of the year when there's so much on people's minds. I think that at the end of the day, your organization, who you are, and what you represent are making a difference. So before I get into all of that with our guests, we want to make sure that you know that I know that they're human. If I pinch her, she's gonna be like, "Oh, don't do that," but I'm not gonna pinch you. So 3 fun facts about you that we may not know, or somebody may be like, I know Kenesha, but I didn't know that. You know, that kind of thing. So fun fact number 1, talk to the folks.
Fun fact number 1, I love bowling.
You?
I love
Are you
bowling.
good? That's the question.
So,
Wait a minute. You said she started out with so.
I have not bowled actually maybe in a couple of years because of surgery on my arm.
But you enjoy bowling.
But I love bowling.
Me too.
I used to bowl every day.
Really?
I think the most I bowled in one day was 24 games.
24 games?
24 games.
Wow,
That's
you
a
was
lot.
champion. You champion still.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what's up. Okay. Fact number 1, Doc.
Fact number 1, originally from Jamaica.
You're from Jamaica.
Yes, sir.
The features. Okay. What part of Jamaica?
I'm from the country, man. I'm from Banana Ground, Manchester.
Banana Ground.
Banana Ground.
Banana Ground?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is that? What part of Jamaica is that? What side?
That's in that's in the, how can I say, the middle state.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That's up in the mountains.
Okay,
in the
mountains.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
wow. Okay, we're gonna talk about how you got here to the States from Jamaica. That's interesting. Fact number 2.
Fact number 2, born and raised in San Francisco, California.
You're a San Francisco Bay girl.
From the Bay.
Get out of here. You know, we were out there doing some touring, the Bible Beats and Bars tour. And we were in actually we stayed in San Francisco, but we were in Oakland and we hit Richmond a little bit. Wow.
Bay Area.
Oh my goodness. Born and raised.
Born and raised.
Yo, it's a lot of culture there.
Absolutely.
And
Melting pot.
It is a melting. All that water, Miles Minnick is a big famous Christian kid. He's out of the Bay Area and now he lives in LA. Fact number 2, Doc.
Not that interesting.
See, that's not the answer. Fact number 2. Tell us something about you, dude.
Fact number two. I came down here to play a little baseball.
Okay.
Yeah, my brothers and my cousins, we're pretty good at baseball.
All right. So we have a Hall of Famer here. Came from Jamaica. Just it was on the park.
Yeah, we had to pick it up. We don't have baseball in Jamaica, so we had to pick that up when we got here.
Okay, cool. Cool. That's interesting. Fact number 3.
Fun fact number 3. I am a dog lover.
Do you really?
Yes,
What's your favorite dog?
a pit. I have a Kobe pit.
Oh my. Oh
She's
man.
a blue.
Blue nose.
Yes.
Right. So I like Rottweilers, but I had a tiger pit that was mixed with a Shih Tzu,
Oh my goodness.
and it was like so female. It was something else. Come through the door. I wish you would come through the door. You better get your stuff right.
You're about to get toe up.
So up. And then be mad with you because you're going to work.
Yeah.
And then want to be your best friend
Yeah.
in the whole world. I'll be like, you gonna
Yeah.
eat up all my shoes? These are Adidas. Thank you.
Yes.
Fact 3.
Man, it was hard getting a 2. All right. Okay, 3.
So funny.
I'll probably make the best jerk chicken
Yes.
Oh,
that you've
really?
ever had
Yes.
in your
Really?
entire life.
In my entire life.
Yes.
In your whole
Okay,
life.
so listen, I am predominantly a vegetarian, so I will go pescatarian for you.
I
So-
will give you the best jerk snapper. Fish.
Okay, I could do fish. I
Yeah.
would try fish. So you know
Mhm.
it's on national TV, so you know that means you owe me.
I got you.
Amen.
Definitely. You gotta
Hey,
try
I got you
the
too, man.
food.
Hey, Professor, yeah,
Gotta
Professor
try
too,
the
because
food.
you know he was about that off top.
Yeah, I got
So
you.
no, that's a good thing. All right, so do you have? And I want you all to give me your favorite, if you have a favorite scripture, or if you have a favorite quote that you live by. Ladies first.
I always tell people to be better than what they were yesterday.
Okay, and that's your quote.
That's not my quote.
Okay,
That is just something I live by.
but that's cool though.
I think everybody should learn something new every day. I think that when you have the tool, we should apply and use the tool. So
I love that.
that is what I live by.
And you know that's powerful when you in the practical moment
Yes.
to strive for that.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna come back. We're not getting deep yet. Quote or scripture.
Okay. Can I give you a couple of them? Because I
Yeah,
got a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
of them,
That's
man,
fine,
that I
yeah.
really, really like.
Bet that.
Well, first let's start with faith without work is dead.
Yeah.
I
Bet.
love that, because we always have to put the onus on the work.
Okay.
I think a lot of people let that fly by them a lot. Like there's still work that has to be done.
Right,
You can't
right.
just want something and not be willing to work for it, right? Because it's always work.
And that's it. And that is we're gonna talk about that in terms of your organization, the amazing work that takes place for people to become better.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Absolutely.
yeah, give me the other one.
Okay, and I'll give you another quote. I love this quote. It's by Henry Ford, and it's if you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. I
Wow.
love that quote.
Okay, let's go there. I want to go there as a transition to this next question. What does that mean, and why is that so significant in terms of having wholeness?
In terms of having wholeness, well, it's I think of it as in like there is nothing that you can't do, right? But it's all in your mind.
Okay,
Like your mind is the beginning of your power, and if you don't believe in yourself, then you're not gonna be able to overcome the situation that you're in or whatever it is that you're trying to do. But
So-
if you believe in yourself, if you believe that you can, you can. And it's
so
just a
for the
simple-
person right out there that's watching, and there's a lot of people to watch this, been doing this a while, and someone's saying, "Yeah, I hear you, Doc. I hear you, T." But how do you do that when everything in your mind is saying subpar?
Mhm.
You're okay. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. What would you say to that person right there, man?
Well, I would say to that person that there's positive and negative energy, right? And we can't be without either one of them, right? But what you have to understand is, I'll give you another quote of mine. You've never seen a battery with all positive on it, right? So
Wow.
there's going to be bumps and scrapes in the road, but it's all about overcoming. Obstacles are there to overcome. They're not there to deter you. They're not there to stop you.
Mm,
It's
mm.
like a hurdle in a race for a hurdler. The hurdles aren't there to stop you.
Right.
They're there for you to jump over.
And to be your best in the moment of the work.
Exactly.
Ooh, y'all getting deep. You're getting deep. You got something for us? What you got?
And when we go deep, we go deep. I'm just listening right
But
now.
why is it so important to go deep? Because a lot of people are very surface, and I'm not saying that to say to be a diss or a shame, but a lot of times people don't know how to go deep.
So first, it is accountability. A lot of people don't want to get rid of their ego and their pride. So when we're talking about going deep, it's the truth. It's your truth. It is the things that we push in the closet that we don't want to talk about.
Mm,
It's the things that we're addicted to that
yeah,
we don't want to acknowledge. It's all the things that we have that's with us.
right.
That's our trauma. And so a lot of it is just overlooked um, because of just trying to cope in
Yeah,
survival mode.
yeah, yeah,
So a lot of times we're just moving and we're not actually healing from the trauma.
right.
So going deep, yeah, we go deep.
So let me ask a question. I was going to wait till before we did this video, but since we're here, and this show is all about transforming lives for life. So let me ask this question: what are you most passionate about in this moment as it relates to seeing people better? Ladies first.
I say I'm most passionate about actually connecting with the person where they're at. It's important to have people to feel validated and heard. Most people don't get a chance to feel validated, and a lot of time they're misunderstood.
Love that. Not being validated and confusing that with being misunderstood and not even understood.
Yes, I
What
think.
about you, Doc?
Repeat the question one more time for me.
So, what are you most passionate about
I got
as it relates to what you do and people being better?
I'm most passionate about the information. I'm big on the information. That people need to be informed
Right.
about the situations that they're encountering. Right? There's people in situations and they don't know how to get out of that situation because they don't have the necessary information,
Wow.
and that's what holds a lot of people back is from going forward, from moving into success, delving into what they really want to do with themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's something that holds them back. And I believe that when you get more informed on anything, you're just that much better.
So, I want to go to this song, and then I want to, when we come back, though, we're going to talk about what inspired both of you individually and maybe collectively to actually go down this road to wanting to see people better. People just don't get up and say, well, I want to see you well. They just, because there's so much going on that's so unhealthy and so detrimental to our whole self, let alone our success. So we're gonna go to this song, and I chose this song because we have an artist. He's an artist. He's an amazing artist. Bizzle is his name, and he has a song called "Monsters," and it speaks to just what you said and what you shared in your quote. And here it is, "Monsters." We'll be right back. You're tuned into the session live with the most amazing two people that I know this side of heaven.
Okay, let's begin.
I had a dream I was living in the crib just like this one. Same wife, different children, and it looks just like home, but feels like I'm visiting. I really can't tell if it's real or I'm tripping. As I venture into the kitchen, there's two chicks whispering. Figured they was friends with the wife as they kicking it. I see them both giggling. The laughs get louder, and as I begin listening, it's clear that they dissing her. Either you drunk, pissing you off, piff or belligerent, and must not remember who kitchen it is you sitting in. Don't never disrespect my queen. You gotta get up and hit it before I really get pissed and start flipping. Before I can get rid of them, one of them said, listen, we'll leave, but in a minute, believe us, we'll be here again. We got permission from the guy that you're living with. What guy? Your friend upstairs with the lizard skin. I'll save you, I'll save you. I'll save you, I'll save you. From the monsters. I'll save you, I'll save you. I'll save you, I'll save you. From the monsters. So I hit the stairs, running fast, gun in hand, stopping through the house, looking for this man. Busting in the kids' room. Well, they my kids, but they not my kids. That's the part that I don't understand. And I ain't mentioned anything from the kitchen. I just asked if any strangers came here to visit. They pointed at this drawing that they made, and this picture was a lady and some man with a face like a lizard. They laughing as I notice they hands hidden behind they back, and it was something black in it. I tell them to let me see. As I take a look closer, it's a voodoo doll of my wife with needles all over. And now I'm tripping, asking them where they get it and what are they doing with it, but all they doing is grinning. They looked at me and said, Dad, quit tripping. The monster inside y'all's room gave us permission. I'll save you, I'll save you. I'll save you, I'll save you. From the monsters. I'll save you, I'll save you. I'll save you, I'll save you. From the monsters. So I run up in our room and I see this man. He's standing over my wife and she bleeding bad. I pull a gun out to squeeze, but this thing is jammed. So I swing, but it's so slow I can't even land. I step around and I see his hand. It got my wife's heart in it and it's beating fast. She got tears running all down her cheek, but she keeps smiling though. You would think she ain't even mad. This dude got a hoodie on, I can't see his face. I'm just trying to figure if he a lizard or he a snake. Is it what the chick explained? Is it who the kids were saying? Giving everybody permission to cause my missus pain. He yelled something and it sounded like hypocrite. Except he ain't say it, he was hissing it. I asked him his name, he replied, Mark, then he looked up, in his face, it was mine. I'll save you, I'll save you. I'll save you, I'll save you. From the monsters. I'll save you, I'll save you. I'll save you, I'll save you. From the monsters. I wake up and it's a chick laying next to me, but it's not my wife laying in the bed with me. Tears in my eyes and this dream got me dying inside, cause now I finally realized what it was telling me. The two women in the kitchen, they were dissing, cause the way that I was living had given them that permission. And now I wanna flex with words and check forward, but my actions is why they was losing respect for it. And them kids that I didn't recognize at first, see, they really were my kids, just not with her. And the doll with all the needles inside of her represents the betrayal they'd always be a reminder of. See, I was running around trying to be the hero, but the monster with her heart in his hand was me though. I know you never let anybody hurt her, bro, but don't forget you in the position to hurt her most. I'll save you, I'll save you. I'll save you, I'll save you. From the monsters.
Wow. From the monster. Welcome back to the session, Tauheed. And we got in the building, Kenesha. What do you think about that video? Yo.
That was powerful, man.
That was awesome. Very deep.
Deep, because a lot of times, as you both alluded to and you shared just before the break, was that we don't even understand the magnitude of our brokenness.
Yes.
And we're misunderstood, and we are bamboozling not only ourselves, but the loved
Other
ones in
ones.
our lives.
Yep.
This brother
Absolutely.
was like, man, I don't know why they talking about my girl, but you ain't treat your girl right. Or it could be you treating your brother some kind of way, or you know, you're nicer to this one, but not to that one.
Right.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Right. So what I got from that, man, is very powerful too. It's about the honesty,
Come on,
right?
come on,
You
yeah,
know, it's about being honest with yourself. Like you can run around and you can act
come
like
on,
you don't know what's going on, but when
say it.
you look in the mirror,
Come on,
you get to see exactly who you are. And if you're honest with, well, that's what they say about addiction, right? Is the very first step to overcoming addiction is admitting that you have a problem,
wow,
right? It's the honesty.
it is. And for you, what did how did that video speak to you? Shout out to Bizzle, man. It's one of my favorites.
Shout out to Bizzle.
Man, that was real good, Bizzo. We loved it. We loved it. It was deep. It really said a lot. And the words, just him acknowledging the things that he was doing. And there's a lot of homes right now that is going through the same thing, and they're hurting their loved ones. There's this is how we grow up with a lot of different trauma
Yeah,
and broken homes, and we're not being aware of the hurt that comes along with what they're doing. And so the awareness of um, just being honest and letting go of trying to be this tough person or this person that is just out there doing things, wilding out. You know, every day we're doing something that we're not aware of until somebody actually sit us down and
bring it
make
to
us
attention.
and brings
Yeah.
it to our attention and make us aware.
With that being said, and you're tuned into this session. We're getting ready to get into what they do, but I do want to ask this one, and then I'm gonna do a song that I wrote with a friend of mine. I want to dedicate to you, and then we're gonna come back and dig in. But what inspired you to go down this road to helping people? You're
For
passionate.
me,
You're passionate. You said you're passionate. But just
yes.
because I'm passionate, I ain't trying to help them kind of people. That's usually how they go. I'll pray for you, but I ain't about to go down that road and walk with you.
So I think that everybody has a certain a gift, and the gift that I was given was to serve and to help people. My mother has a mental illness, and she at the time was diagnosed as a manic depressant. And as a child, I didn't understand what that
Wow.
was.
Wow.
And so as I got a little bit older, um, she just allowed me to sit in her therapeutic sessions with her.
Wow. And how old were you?
At the time, I think I was 15 or 16.
Wow.
And so for me, they changed the name from manic depressant to bipolar. And so that is what got me understanding health.
Wow.
As a child, when you see your parent happy and you guys are all in the same room laughing, and then you don't even know why they're in tears.
Mm.
So then
Wow.
you're looking like, what did I say? What did I do?
Right.
And as a child, you don't know the effects of what just happened, and you're just trying to figure out what actually happened. And so as I got older, I got into health, dealing with older people in home care.
Gotcha.
And so that kind of led my journey into understanding what we eat deals with how our
Wow.
mental health is affected.
You know, I may have to have you both back, because that's another whole subject.
It is.
Because a lot of people, listen, I have a basketball team, and I was mentioning this earlier before we got online, and I was saying, had a young man that was really going through, saying that he was going to hurt himself. I think just saying some really tough things, and then when we finally had a conversation, this kid was like, those kind of things are happening in his house every day,
Mhm.
and they're eating stuff like cereal with brown milk and sugar, not eating right. So when he comes to my practice, man, it takes me 10 minutes to get him to get him right. I bring fruits, bananas, I bring all kind of healthy stuff, and then Gatorades, and then I have water. I have to do for every 2 Gatorades, I got to do water. And it's like them cats crank up, they're ready.
Right.
But can you imagine every day dealing with what you're sharing and not eating healthy on top of that in terms of health?
So that's a subject that will take you so far left, that we're not aware what we're putting in our body. If our body, and I'm going to use a general term for people who drive, if our car requires regular gas, we're putting in diesel.
Say that.
And so cheap food, which doesn't take much to feed a family of 5, 10 people, but to eat healthy, you're going to spend 2 to 3 times more of that. And so a lot of times the family is going to choose, let me give you some substance
It's healthy.
versus something that is actually going to be more nutritious to the body. But what happens is long term, the toxics and the chemicals that are put in our body, it affects our brain long term. So there's a lot of studies that are out there, that has been done dealing with ADHD,
Correct.
dealing with just your bowels,
Yeah.
in general. So it does go deep. And so for me, that's what I was dealing with every day with my mother as I got
Wow.
older. I was basically buying foods to try to figure out why she was eating so much sugary foods.
Right. Right.
And so part of it comes from your childhood. And then I realized that my mom shared with me that she wasn't raised having snacks or anything that had sugar in it. So as she got older, she could purchase,
And
she
yeah.
binged. And so that is where her trauma started as her childhood.
Wow. So a binge turned into an addiction,
Turned into
turned
an
into an
addiction.
illness
Yes,
and a mental disease or
yes,
mental health and these diseases.
absolutely.
What about you, Tom?
Sorry, what was the question?
The question was,
You guys went to
what?
food.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was so deep because
That's good.
what inspired you or led you down this road? And I want to do a song to dedicate to what you do, and then we'll explain what really that looks like.
Sure, sure. Well, I'm from Jamaica, like I said. That's a third world country. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. I call that a third world city.
Say it.
Yeah.
Say it. Great
So
city is something.
yeah, man. But
Yeah.
it's tough. But it's a lot of trauma in these areas. A lot of things that people go through is all mind in the
Yeah.
mind.
Right.
A lot of trauma, and these people aren't bad people.
Right.
Detroiters are great people. Jamaicans are awesome people.
Yeah.
Very friendly, very very loving. But what you see is the trauma in effect.
Let me just hold that point there. You know, and I want to say thank you for sharing that because a lot of people want to do the blame game where you're from Jamaica. I don't deal with Jamaicans. I don't deal with Caribbean people from other countries. I don't deal with people from the hood. I don't deal with people that are bougie. I don't deal with, and it really isn't that.
No, it's absolutely not.
Share, talk to the folk on that,
The
man.
people, man, it's not. It's the situations, and I tell people
Say it.
a lot. We talk about this a lot. It's the situations that people are in that causes them to go outside of their character, and it's no bigger fear, in my estimation. There's no bigger fear than not being able to provide, for your loved ones.
Yeah.
Especially you have kids at home,
Yeah.
and you're in a poverty-stricken area, and you don't have the necessary funds to take care of your kids the way that you want to.
Yeah.
Just like what Kenesha was saying, you're gonna substitute what you know is right, for what you know is gonna carry them on.
We get them through.
Right? Get them through this moment, but over time, right? That it becomes something that takes you down a negative road, and you don't want to go down that road, right? But it's
Yeah.
not the people; it's the situations and circumstances that they're in that's keeping them from achieving the things that, or even being the people that they really truly are. And there's um, no other thing that could take you out of your character more than not being able to provide.
I want to do the song, and I think it's very fitting. And when we come back, folks, I know, but I wanted you to get to know these amazing people because without their services and a lot of the things I do, I work in housing, I work in low income, I work in a lot of spaces, urban, rural, you name it, your boy's in it. Um, but when we come back from this video, we're gonna dig in on your organization and why it's so amazing. And in this time of season where people are lonely, struggling to find identity, I think that I know for a fact that this resource and this show is a game changer. And we all have someone in our family that is either struggling with identity, mental health struggles, lack, well, I got to do what I got to do mentality. And we destroy legacies. We demolish family structure. And so this song I wrote during the pandemic, actually, and it's called "I'm Still Here." And it was a friend of mine and my next door neighbor's son, Sunday Postman, and Miss Glenda Burrell. She did the vocals on it, but it's called "I'm Still Here." And so we want you to know that no matter what you're going through, we're still here, God's still here, and solutions are here. And we're going to tackle some of those, and we're going to give you their resources. So, on behalf of us here at No More Dirty, yours truly, Strictly Jesus Records, this one's for you and the organizations like yours. I'm still here. We'll be right back.
Yo, this goes out to everybody, man. Just like in that dark space, feeling alone, man. We gon' hit you up. Sunday Postman, Sunday Postman, Postman, bro. They need it. Yeah.
Heard the body speak about him like they know him more, and I don't fit in. My friend asked me what I believe. I answered quickly, like it's easy. Am I so naive to agree with divinity? Not known personally.
So cold, man. Some people just talk about God, but do they really know him?
The lights in the room go out for a minute, and I'm still here, and I'm still here.
Yeah. Let me share. Appreciate it, Postman. Well, when you're racked with pain, unwarranted spaces, crazy lanes, here's the deal. Know that the light will come when you boldly speak and call his name. Yeshua. For me, it was Katrina B. But he said to me, yo, I love you. I understand it's a different normal, but I'm still here.
When I was young, boy, you're a loved son. Now I wonder what I have become. World full of cathedrals, not aiming for mass appeal. Just something I feel is real. As the hymn goes, people will know they are Christians by their love.
Real love.
Never noticed before the ominous tone, as if the phrase was a bad joke. The lights in the room go out.
Doesn't matter how dark it is.
For a minute, and I'm still here.
Show up. Yeah.
And I'm still here.
Thank you, God. Someone needs you right now. Yeah. Never too far. Singing never too far. Yo.
The lights in the room go out.
It's okay.
For a minute, and I'm still here.
He's
And
here.
I'm still here.
Give him your heart. He's still here. It's tough. God, I ask that you would bless them. Save them.
urban music for your viewing and listening pleasure. We also have music video exclusives, interviews, ciphers, life lessons, and more. Make sure to follow us at Minister Fred 2, at No More Dirty Inc., and at No More Dirty Radio Show. For more information, email us at info@nomoredirty.org or call 256-698-9749. The No More Dirty TV Show. Connect with us. Tune in.
Hey, welcome back to the session live. In the building.
Yes, sir.
It's two famous people, man. Two famous.
Right.
So, man, what do you think about the song, bro?
Man, that was awesome, man. You multi-talented,
Hey,
man.
I'm trying to keep up with you, man.
Man, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but you know the reason why we were thinking about, I was thinking about the conversation, and shout out to my man Professor X, always on point.
Sir.
But the trauma you talked about, both. Listen, I went through Hurricane Katrina, lost everything. Listen, shelter, 6-9 months, hotel, flipped 3-6 months. Everything I ate. When I did that, we did that video. I was that dude. I was eating everything unhealthy, looking some kind of crazy. But it was the only thing they had in the shelters. It was the only thing. But it was still people that were saying, "Hey, we still here.
Mhm.
We still got you.
Right.
We
Right.
still got you." We had a mental health professional there, had a chaplain services there. We had somebody on suicide watch. Listen, when I tell you it was some type of I had never experienced that. And I'm a cat, been on the stage all over the place, doing big things, and you can't get to the bank, no money, no nothing.
Yep.
And there's nobody to tell you when you're gonna get better.
Right. Right.
So let's talk about. So I wanted to dedicate that song to you because that song, it was inspired by organizations and people like you. So first of all, let them know again your name and your title, the name of the organization title, and then we'll get into what you guys do.
Okay. Well, I'm Tauheed Spence, the executive director at Help at No Discrepancy, a nonprofit organization here in Huntsville, Alabama.
Wait, hold up. It's called HAND. Help.
HAND.
Say that. What does it stand for?
HAND. Help at No Discrepancy.
Woo! No discrepancy.
No discrepancy.
So if it's going down, we there. We in the
we
building.
we
Everybody.
don't care about what color you are, what religion you're in.
Come on.
We don't care about what any kind of organization affiliation that you have. We
Come
don't care. You need help, call
We're
us.
there.
We good.
Executive director. All right. And your role?
So I'm the program coordinator, and over the mental health.
Yeah, see, she's so deep. When you see your sister rocking with that kind of degrees, and then she's in ministry, and then she's just, I'm just that guy, that sis. I'm just that. Listen,
Humble soul.
heavy.
Can I do it? I'll do it for her.
Yeah,
This
go ahead,
is
man. Go ahead. Do that.
Reverend Dr. Kenesha Fudge, the program coordinator over our mental health program at Help at No Discrepancy, and we could not do anything without her. Absolutely.
See. So again, listen, and here's the deal. And Professor, and I, whenever we talk about our guests, you all know how I move. You're not going to be sitting in any seats. You're not doing no virtual around the world if you ain't doing nothing. That's a game changer, and you're really impacting people.
Yeah.
This organization is right here in our area, and they're doing amazing things. And they're not your original go-tos, but it doesn't matter because there's a go-to everywhere in the space. Let's talk about the mission behind HAND. Help at No Discrepancy. Let's talk to them because I think people need to understand that. And if you know somebody, and look, 1.5 out of 5 people got something going on, trauma, mental health, hands down. And trauma is more than that, but I'm just talking about that capacity in the house.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about the mission of your organization, man.
All right. So, our mission is to improve the quality of life in the community. We want to stay vague like that because we do so much. We're dwindling it down now to where we're hyper-focused on mental health. And we're trying to collaborate with as many other nonprofits as possible so that we can really elevate what we call our roadmap to success, which is taking people from poverty-stricken areas, homelessness, and putting them on a roadmap to success, whatever they call success, because we don't want to determine what success is for you, but we want to get you on that roadmap.
And you know what I love about that, and I'm right there with you when I'm working in public housing, when I'm having that conversation, it's never, I think you should do this. It's what do you want to achieve?
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
what do you want to achieve?
Yeah. You
Um,
gotta focus on what that individual needs are. It's not what we see for them, because at the end of the day, they're gonna have to do the work.
There you go.
Say that. Say that.
There you
Yeah.
go.
And we talked about that at the beginning about the work. It's doing the due diligence
Absolutely.
because individual success comes from individual hard work, perseverance, tenacity, failures, getting back up, getting a gain, moving toward a direction to, like you said, a road to
Absolutely,
success.
absolutely. And understanding that, bumps and scrapes are a part of your journey. There's no
Wait, say that
there
again. You
are
moving
there
too
are
fast.
potholes in the road.
Come on.
There are potholes in the road to success.
Yes, sir.
There are bumps and scrapes that you're going to go through, and we don't want you to feel like because you went through something that it's not going to happen. No, it's just perseverance. We want to build that in you, instill that in you, let you have the ability to overcome adversity.
Absolutely.
So now, as a program director, and I get it because I put together programs for my kids and living in poverty and low income. What has been the most impactful moment or moments, maybe one or two moments that you were like, wow, God, thank you for this?
I think for me was, just to get the community together and realize that there is people out here that is genuinely wanting to help.
Mm.
And that is wherever you're at that time. And so if it's just basically trying to get maybe some information for a friend or a loved one, because a lot of times that's what we're trying to do, is just trying to figure something out. We're just trying to get the information or the knowledge. And I think for me, the passion was to connect with other individuals that was in that space so that we can come together, because I think you can't do it by yourself. We were not designed to be by ourselves.
Right.
And so definitely it is two heads is better than one.
So what you say is maybe your 1, 2, 3 programs that are most impactful in the now moment in terms of programs.
Programs, we are doing the mental health, also the financial literacy. Once a month, I do a free financial literacy class, teaching people about credit information, how they can better help their finances.
Now, where do you do that and how can they connect with you getting these resources?
So right now, we're either at the library towards the end of the month, or we're at the Richard Shower Center.
Okay. Okay. Is it particular days that you do it?
Not
Or
a
you just
particular
kind of
day.
do the information, you put it out there
Yeah, we just put it out towards the end of the month. We just actually just do once a month.
once a month? Okay. All right. I'm going to go to a video. I want to do this one. Reconcile has a song, Never Would Have Made It. And I love the passion in what you're saying because people aren't going to make it without people like you and you that make a difference in their lives so they don't give up. Because the issue of being hopeless or feeling hopeless is the matter of whether you're going to be successful in perseverance or pausing and perishing. We'll be right back. The session live with these two amazing guests. I should just quit this show, just let you run it. Well, we'll be right back.
Never could have made it without you. Trailer parks, projects, black Chevy sitting high, gold teeth, black teeth, switches blowing in the sky. You don't work hard, you don't meet, you don't grind, you don't shine down south. This that down south, Florida state of mind. I was at the crossroads of that red light, trying to get my head right. Many nights full of pain, shedding tears on the floor. Cause my mama told me we ain't see to steal it from the stove. How past late, cause I had it going home. Hated my heart, and they gone, and that's home. I'ma do me, that was all I was on. Fist fighting with my daddy, blood and dirt off in my teeth. Clench a fist full of tears and pick my clothes up off the street. No respect for nail body. 16 years old and I ain't killed by myself, but Lord, you chose to die for my soul, and I never would've made it. Lord knows that I never could have made it without you. Yeah, Jesus, I never would have made it. Lord knows that I never could have made it without you. Talking big, show me that. Streets is rough, that's no doubt. Ain't noticed what I stood by. Tell my face to show what my hood by. My grandma steady stressing, and later stay concerned about me. Jumped up off the post, told her he ain't got no word about me. Ducked off, dipped out, booed up, shit hot till I was too deep in that coat house with no one else to blame. With a warrant on my name, he being hard, it left no rest in me. And I ain't know how to change, but I knew this be the death of me. Less of you can save me, Lord Jesus, I'm asking. This world is passing, staring at my dog casket. Straight wilding out for no reason. Sin had me defeated, and when it seemed I couldn't make it, this man told me by Jesus I never would have made it. Oh man, Lord knows that I never could have made it without you. Lord knows that I never would have made it. Jesus, Lord, I never could have made it without you. When I think back and reflect about why my Savior died, I ain't gon' front, dog, your boy get misty eyed. Cause I'm foul, dog, ratchet, and death should have been my verdict. But it took that cross, and I ain't deserve it. Had a gang of nasty ways. Beat this, Jesus died for that. My lust, my hate, my pride, he placed it on his back, and he filled my heart with love. Brought me up in his family, even though I stood against him, he gave his all to him. I never could have made it, cause there's nothing I can do to try to win your heart. But you gave it all, and you've been involved. I'm thankful for that cross. Jesus hold my life together. So now I'm stronger, wiser, better. I never would have made it. H-time. Never could have made it. 4 miles Florida, New Orleans. I never would have made it. I couldn't have made it without you, Jesus.
Never would have made it.
We
That was
jamming.
tough. That was tough.
Yo, welcome
jamming.
back to the yo. Listen, we ain't playing.
I
Yo,
see.
you all should know by now. We've been doing this too long not to be not. We don't play. So welcome to the session. Tauheed, man, I appreciate what you're doing.
Appreciate you,
No,
man.
no, seriously, man. And Kenesha, always a pleasure
Always.
doing
Thank
stuff.
you.
I remember when I
Thank
met
you.
first Kenesha, she was like doing all this stuff running around. So we putting together this organization. I'm like, all right, bet. When you get it, let me know. And then then I met Tauheed, and I was like, oh man, he's a dignified brother. And so, man, we're really trying to change the world, man. And he got into that Denzel Washington pose and was like, listen, we got to work together, man. And I was like, salute. So here we are, man, and y'all doing your thing. So let me do the Friday, Saturday. So for those who want this kind of great content and great stories, there he is. There you go. Look at a suave. That's a
Where y'all get
Denzel
this picture
Washington
from,
suit
man?
on too, man. You got a Denzel suit on.
Looks
Okay, y'all
good.
these
Looks good.
Who's that? Oh, that's you. You know what I'm saying? So listen, every Wednesday and Friday night.
Hey, there
There
you
he goes.
go.
You know how to go. I try to keep up with
Hey.
you. I try to keep up with you, man. So every Wednesday night. Let me get through this, man. Let me get through this. Every Wednesday night, every Friday night, we really try to make a major impact through music and entertainment. So it's the No More Dirty TV show. It's literally a music video show that it will change your life in terms of music video content. Dope is music, urban, post mod. We get some crossover. But listen, you and your whole family can sit down and turn up for a whole hour.
That's tight.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like
it.
we always say, well, you can't listen to this. I gotta listen to you. Listen, nah, the whole
We all
family
can
can turn
listen
up.
to it.
Everybody
right.
can turn up, man, and you can be like, oh man, get your downloads and support artists that's like 100% clean and still got bars.
Absolutely.
Hey, that's right. That's
You know
cool.
what I mean? So make sure you tune in. The key is to subscribe. If you're watching, you're probably already doing it.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to the
There you go.
YouTube channel because
Subscribe.
that way you get it all direct.
Like and
Absolutely.
subscribe.
That's right.
Yes, that's it. Like and there you go. Man, I'm gonna have y'all had to come back and just be my hype people.
I got you.
Absolutely. We
Like,
got you.
subscribe, and then go
We got
There
you.
you go.
and support.
You gotta subscribe. Definitely support.
There you go.
All of you guys out there listening, tune in. Every last one of you guys should be hitting the subscribe button.
Ooh, she's just all of degrees. You know, when she says stuff, it sounds different than when I say. I'd be like, can y'all please? No, that's not how we operate. So, and then on Saturdays, you get what you're getting right here. It's literally our talk show, transformative talk show. Shout out to my man, Professor X. He's always in the background.
Professor X.
Professor X.
And you know,
Absolutely.
Professor X is rocket scientist by day.
Hey.
So you know it's gonna always be fresh up in here.
Oh,
You know, he
man.
moves methodically and he moves in and he's like a stealth guy. And he's like, X-Man, the guy would sit in the chair and be like, so how are we gonna do this today? I'd be like, son, let's just calm down. So here every Saturday,
My
2
guy.
p.m., you know what I'm saying? And then on Monday for those on travel, 7:30 p.m. And then we got to turn up with the radio because No More Dirty Radio, 5 p.m. Sunday, G93. Shout out to Ed Gaines. I got to get you guys on that show too because this is a month we need to really
We
be
can't
digging in.
wait.
Yes.
We can't wait.
6 o'clock, we up 103.1. We be baptized the whole secular station. They be like, yeah, do that every time. We be beating them up. 6 p.m.
That's right.
Central Standard. They be like, yo, that's a dope song. No profanity. Thank you.
That's right.
And then we have Monday Worldwide. Shout out to Liz C. Envision Dash. I'm sorry. www.envision-radio.com.
There you go.
And they're worldwide. In fact, shout out to them. We've been getting reaches as far as we had some folk from the Jamaica, Caribbean islands
We support,
that
man.
tune in, and that's on Mondays because they have the app and they're online exclusively. But it's 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. That again is envision-radio.com. So you got plenty of times to see this. Then we're on Spotify, Anchor, blah 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 blah. So there it is. NoMoreDirtyInc.org. NMDinc.org. Let's go. Now back to the show. Okay. So let's talk about this huge initiative that sets your organization apart. It's called what?
The Mental Health Expo.
Talk to the folk. Mental what?
The
Mental Health Expo.
That's a rhyme right there. That's gonna make me spit some bars. So let's talk about your mental health expo. What is it? What's so unique about it, Tauheed?
Well, what's unique about this is that we're bringing a bunch of mental health professionals, a lot of speakers that actually been through the situations that they're talking about. We have panelists. We have those panel discussions are some of the most powerful that we offer because you can literally ask those panelists questions as we go along. We're having an hour-long discussion with the people. We have workshops going on simultaneously.
Yeah, and I thought that was I love that, folks. I love the fact that you can incorporate workshops simultaneously. So if somebody is really struggling with mental health and suicide, they can just creep up out of the main session, pull over and be like, where's that class? And get up in there and get a mental health, get assessment, get all that on deck. You ain't got to be like, well, what's your insurance? What's your claim? Do you have insurance? What's your name? And 5,500. No, we ain't doing all that.
We take everybody.
No,
everybody, please just check in with us. We definitely have something for everybody.
And like you all just had one last month, and then you're gearing up again for the next one. And then you have a children's expo. You got to talk about it. I was going to wait till the lab, but mental health in children and trauma is huge. And so I want you to talk about that. We're going to come back to that other initiative too, but let's talk to the folk about the Children Business Expo.
So we have the Huntsville Children's Business Fair. We have where children from all over, we have as far as coming from Memphis, Nashville,
Wow.
Georgia. They did very well, and we've had it for the last 5 years.
5 years.
Mhm.
Wow.
And the kids actually have their booth set up with the designs, anything from books that their authors. We have motivational speakers. We have Miss Teacup. She's our spot highlight of this event. She's been our
Wow.
host.
Okay. Okay.
Miss Tiana. Shout out to Tiana, my business partner, Benita Miller, Miss
Benita.
Wilson. Yes. And so definitely we are trying to bring the community together. We teach entrepreneurship for children.
You know, and entrepreneurship is a great way to curb trauma, poverty. Let's
Absolutely.
talk about it because again, we're talking about their organization, HAND, HAND, help
At no discrepancy.
at what?
Help at no discrepancy.
No discrepancy. I love that. Man, did you come up with that name? Who came up with that name?
I did, but
What
well,
made you come
man,
up with that?
let me say
That's,
this. Let
that's
me say
super
this.
dope. That's a super dope name, man.
Let me say this. Let me preference
Preference it there.
by saying this. I don't do anything. You know, I am being a vessel. I'm being, I'm
Of
just
course.
doing what I'm told.
But I'm saying for the Lord to inspire you, what inspired you to come up with that? Help without any discrepancy.
Help at no
No,
discrepancy.
that's amazing.
Because we have so many organizations, and when I was getting into the nonprofit sector, I noticed that you really have to kind of pigeonhole yourself into one certain thing, unless you know how to word things, right?
Correct.
So you have to
Wording, yeah.
word it a certain way in order for you to help more people. So what we did was we came up with a way that we can be vague in our wording and still be able to help the community in ways and in the mental health. Yep.
I asked her on the ask Kenesha, excuse me, on the previous segment, what has the most, maybe one or two for you that you're like, I'm gonna do this forever. There it is. You see the mental health expo. That's one that's a dope.
Sure.
I love that logo too.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yes,
So
sir.
what has it been for you as executive director in this moment?
Most impactful moments.
Yes, sir.
I would say, seeing someone come in, knowing you can seeing it on them, right?
Right.
Seeing the stress, seeing the
Right.
trauma on them.
Yeah.
Watching them listen to the speakers or the mental health professionals up there and actually gain something.
Yeah.
When
Wow.
they are gaining, you can see people gaining, like they're almost coming back to life. It's like they were shriveled up and then they just start
Wow.
to come back to life. Like, oh my goodness, this is what I was looking
The
for. This is the
release.
thing that I needed,
Yeah.
and it was provided. And that right there is enough for me to keep going every day.
Tears. You
Wow.
see lots of tears.
Absolutely.
Breaking free from trauma.
I want to go here. This song. Let's do Childlike CC featuring KB, and they got a song called "It's Time." You know, it's time. It's time to be well. It's
It
time
is.
to be healthy. It's time
Break
to be
free
mentally.
from
Yeah.
bondage.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
break
yeah.
free from bondage.
So here it is. I think you're gonna love this one. This has got a fresh sound. It's got that pop sound, that pop trap, Jesus piece. Let's go. We'll be right back. I don't want to give them too much. You gotta hear it. They'll be like, "Oh, that's dope. That's dope, man."
What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Hey, look, God say go and I win. I take my feet now, it's up like we hopping a fence. They get a feeling when you put the shot and you're not on the fence. 100% cut from a different cloth, this is deeper than fashion. I rap what I live, this ain't fiction, it's factual. Used to be slow to obedience, now I don't make a excuse for reaction. In any occasion, I'm waiting like, wait, is we dressing up or casual? Watch your speech, when speaking on God's child to get deeper than grammatics. Stop living life surface, epidermis. You know it's levels, so just I advise you to pick. This weight on your shoulder, advise you to lift. If you know it's too heavy, then give it a zero. It's about time to bust a move, what you waiting for? It's about time to make a move, can't hesitate no more. It's about time to make a move, what you waiting for? What you waiting for? Unless you waiting on God, I'ma tell you it's time. It's time, it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time. Unless you waiting on God, I'ma tell you it's time. It's time, it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time. Okay, now they know what time it is. Come on.
Hey, I'm repping this side, you know what's up, you know it's us. Ain't nobody tripping on your money, boy, get low, it's us. The spirit made us drippy, had to hit the shoulder brush. I feel flyers in my plain clothes, I'm like Bowen cuz. I fly a giant 737, need a drink, I got a big shot, boy. CC got the cram fist locked, and we are not about to make pit stops, boy. Sell your soul for a Rolex, that is no flex, that's a wristwatch, boy. My feet both standing on a hard rock, I will slip not, boy. Woo! Not the Christian hip-hop, boy. I know you thought you were 2G, but this LTE, that's a strong tower. My God powers all this, my boy. Confidence, my boy. My sin is on the ground, twitching like that sin not, boy. God is in the details. My record went gold and get no souls, and brother, we failed. I insist you know my Lord and Savior, and then go be well. I done heard it plenty, many petty about them 3 nails.
It's time to bust a move, what you waiting for? It's about time to make a move, can't hesitate no more. It's about time to make a move, what you waiting for? What you waiting for? Unless you waiting on God, I'ma tell you it's time. It's time, it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time. Unless you waiting on God, I'ma tell you it's time. It's time, it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time. Okay, now they know what time it is. Come on.
Hosted by Minister Fred 2, airing the cleanest and dopest music videos in the industry every Wednesday and Friday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on the No More Dirty Inc. YouTube channel. We got clean, positive Christian hip-hop and urban music for your viewing and listening pleasure. We also have music video exclusives, interviews, ciphers, life lessons, and more. Make sure to follow us at Minister Fred 2, at No More Dirty Inc., and at No More Dirty Radio Show. For more information, email us at info@nomoredirty.org or call 256-698-9749. The No More Dirty TV Show. Connect with us, tune in.
He said if the Lord ain't told you so, then it's time.
Time.
Welcome back to the session. You already know this is Frederick Whitlow, aka Doc Whitlow, Coach Whitlow. I'm that guy. You already know the business. In the building, we got Tauheed, and then we got Kenesha. See, that's what happens when you have this kind of stuff. Before you get on, don't do Snickers, folks. Please don't do Snickers and leave the Sprite alone. I blew it. Normally I have orange juice, but I didn't do it today. I was like,
Drink
I'm about
more
to
water,
get
people.
hype.
Drink
Hype.
more water.
Hype.
Coconut
Hype.
water.
I had water though. I'll get water after the show.
Coconut water.
Oh yeah, you know what? I just tried that.
Coconut.
It's interesting. My palate had to get used to it.
It'll flush you out for the first couple of them.
You ain't gotta tell me.
When your body get
I
used to
can't
it.
get out of here. What's happening? No, just kidding. Okay. Welcome back. That was the sidebar. Bad joke. All right. So listen. So we want to finale with this last question. First of all, how can we get in touch? Tell them about your website. And what are you? Because like everybody has a annual goal, a campaign, and what will the proceeds go to? And then, of course, Professor's gonna put the website up. But let's talk about how we can support you locally and abroad.
So we're at mentalhealthexpo.org.
Okay, wait, say that. She's so calm. Let me say it. Listen, let me look in the screen. Mentalhealthexpo.org.
Org.
All right, so there it is on the screen. Listen, folks, we talk about we want to help people. We talk about this. We're always talking about, well, we're going to prayer without works is dead as 6 doorknobs and 1 arm off.
Yes.
Every day.
I'm serious. Listen, I was talking to one of my players, and he was lazy, and he was like, "Coach, put me in." I said, "Why would I put you in and you don't put in the work?"
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, we talk about we want to change the trajectory of mental health cases in our communities that are rural and urban, and yet we don't support.
Number one, there's a stigma on mental health.
Say that.
So the stigma is what everybody thinks. They say crazy when we think of mental health, but we
Right.
got to think about we all have a little bit of crazy in each one of us because of the struggles that we've been through.
Correct. Amen.
That's right. And on top of that, I don't ever see anybody have any problems with someone who goes to the gym 5 times a week,
There you go.
has a
Come on.
nutritionist,
Come on.
works out at home, keeps a schedule
Come on. Come on.
to do physical health.
Right.
But when it comes to mental health, there's always this stigma of, oh yeah, something must be wrong with you if you go to one session, right?
Or there's this, you're just making excuses for yourself.
Oh, that
Yeah.
It
that
doesn't
one.
have to be an excuse. I am actually going through this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Your mental is something you can't physically see. So to
Right.
try to identify what somebody's going through mentally, I mean, you already failed right there. You have to do the work, right? We're talking about work. The work is listening.
Yeah.
You have to
Wow.
listen to the people, have a conversation, let them communicate to you what they're going through and how they're feeling, and then acknowledge that.
So again, let's give them the website, a telephone number, or the email, whatever you would like. We're going to put it on the screen, of course,
Mhm.
because at the end of the day, what is your goal, your financial goal programs?
Right. Okay. So again, you can go to www.mentalhealthexpo.org, and you can go to that top right corner. It is you have the option to donate, and we have our financial goal of 25,000 by April 27th. That's our next
Okay,
mental health expo.
so we have about 3 to 4 months from today, really to for the next health expo, mental health expo.
Yep, absolutely. And that funding not only goes to that mental health expo, but it also helps for us in the community on an everyday basis.
So if we wanted someone's listening and they're going, man, I'm so glad Fred, that you put this on today. What's the telephone number that the best that they can reach you so they can just have a conversation with you? Say, hey, I would love you to come and do this at my church, at our center, our school, speak at our assembly, blah, 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 blah. What would that telephone number be? He's in a professor's going to put it on top.
For sure, you can reach us at our business number at 256-202-4514, or you can email us at info@globalhand.community. And again, that
Wow.
is info@globalhand.community.
Yeah. I wanted to also throw out there,
Yeah.
for those of you guys that don't know, please reach out to us. We know that copay that you have to pay for counseling costs. So that is what the money actually goes to. So I definitely want to put that out there.
Yeah.
Those of you guys that are donating, we are paying for the sessions if you are not able to cover the copay. So that is
Wow.
what we're doing. We are partnering with the community. Those that are in the field, we are asking for them to donate their hours and then also support their business.
All right, so let me get clarity and share and let me know. And then again, the website is up there. So your support of this organization, HAND, is going to help defray the cost for co-pays, travel to those, because I know you all brought the last, it was quite a few people that you
Yeah.
all had to pick up and all that kind of, that's gas. Not to mention the programs and being able to make sure that they're at sessions. You know, sessions are expensive,
Yeah.
and especially when you're in areas of poverty. And I'm not talking about just urban. I'm talking about rural.
We have a
And
lot of people that was one of the reasons why they couldn't go. They
yeah,
couldn't afford the copay.
and so if you're passionate like and you're listening, you're like, man, now this I don't mind investing my tax deductible dollars. If you're a company, a corporation, this is important, and I'm gonna say that because I work for an agency, a quasi-government agency, have a nonprofit as well. And what organizations like that, um, it's so important because listen, for a company, and you're an owner, and you're like, well, listen, I don't know, I have so much turnover. Well, that's because there's so much trauma and mental health in
Absolutely.
the employee's household and mind. So think about it when you decide to make a charitable giving and gift and a donation. That, of course, number one is tax deductible, so you will get that back between what is it, 80 to 100% of that back just by giving. But imagine the impact and how many people, and you can sit down with them and talk to them and say, listen, I want to impact 50 co-pays. What is the average cost of a copay? And then how many sessions do you want to donate to and support? I mean, like that is value added to not only this organization, but to other families and individuals so that they can keep their job, they can eat right, they can make wiser choices, and they can be better people and productive citizens.
That's
Absolutely.
what we want to do. We want to make sure that we're turning people into employable people,
Come on now.
people that are contributing to the community.
Correct. So again, www.mentalhealthexpo.org. Now, you see the cause. What's next? And then we'll finale with one more song. Let's take them out one more song, Professor. But what's next?
What's next is our mental health expo coming up in April,
Okay.
April 27th, 2025. We're getting ready for that right now. So you're going to start seeing our promotions for that. You'll start seeing our signs. You'll see me out there jerking some chicken fundraising for that as well.
Ooh,
Yeah, so
definitely put that.
we
Send that
doing
to
it.
us, man. Send that so because I'm gonna definitely put that on the website.
A Fade Factory Barbershop. Thank you for hosting me. I appreciate you. J. Cole's my guy.
That's what's
Thank
up.
y'all.
Thank you.
That's cool. So on behalf of us here, we want to say thank you for taking time. Any closing remarks? We're gonna go out with the new song by Lecrae. It's called Beam. Because when you get to this situation where you see the light, the beams of light, the beams of hope, the beams of ray make a world of a difference in the darkness of people's lives. Any closing remarks,
No,
Kenesha?
we definitely just want to say thank you. Absolutely. Thank
Yeah,
you for
yeah,
having
man.
us.
Thank you, Fred,
No.
man. I really appreciate this, man. I want to thank a couple people too. Kimberly
Dr.
Pinnock, thank you so much. Dwayne LaRue, I appreciate you so much, my brother.
Dwayne.
Jesse Mixon, thank you so much for your participation and your efforts. I really appreciate you.
We have a lot of
Dr.
wonderful,
LaTracy,
yes, a lot of wonderful
everyone,
people
man.
out there.
I have too many people, so thank you. I
So to
appreciate y'all.
everybody who's took a test, has invested time, volunteer hours, dollars, and your transportation and services, we want to say thank you.
Thank
And
you.
appreciate you all. You all blessed. You blessed the camera today. I'm telling you.
Thank you for having us, man. We
Hey, man,
really
you got it.
appreciate it.
Anytime. So let me pray, and then we're gonna get out with Lecrae. Thanks again for tuning in. You already know how to support this organization. I'll put that. He'll have it on the screen as I'm sending up some timbers, and then of course you already know No More Dirty Everything All Day. .org. All right, let's. I want to say thank you for this amazing organization. Thank you for Kenesha and Tauheed. We thank you for all that they do and their entire team and staff and volunteers. Pray now that you'll bless them over and abundantly as they continue to do the work. Bless us that we will support so that the work will continue. Bless their mental health expo, all of their services that they provide. And God, we stand on the promise that you'll hold no good thing from them because you've, first of all, brought them out of darkness to marvelous light. And then you gave them the mission and the commission to go into the highways, the communities, and byways to make a world of mental health and difference. I pray now that you would put a hedge of protection around them. I pray a blessings of favor and finances. And also we ask you be with their families, individual and collectively. In the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, who is Jesus of the Bible. Amen.
Amen.
Hey,
Amen.
so listen, you all have a
Amen.
great day. You already know the business. Again, you are listening and tuned in and watching the session live. You know, we got the radio show and the podcast side, and you'll be hearing about them soon. And here we go with Lecrae. Shout out to my man, Professor X, and
Thank
salute,
you.
salute. We'll see you next time.
much love, I don't know where to find it. What I'm feeling right now, I can't define it. Overwhelmed over things I'm reminded. Yeah, living underneath. So much pain, I go through life with no relief. Sunday morning, lift my head to find my peace. Running on E, swimming in deep waters. That deep water. Trying to keep my head above the deep waters. Cause they want me dead up under deep waters. Cause they want me dead up under deep waters. When it all goes dark, lift me up. Lift me up. Lift me up. When it all goes dark, lift me up. Lift me up. Lift me up. When it all goes dark, lift me up. Lift me up. Lift me up. When it all goes dark, lift me up. Lift me up. Lift me up. When it's darkness all around me, when I stumble, when I fall. Last call, can't go back or fast forward. Will you lift me up or will you leave me in the morgue? I just can't ignore broken hearts on the floor. Yeah, I can't get no sleep. Heart so cold I don't know if it even beats. I believe it help me with my unbelief. Running on E, swimming in deep waters. That deep water. Trying to keep my head above the deep waters. Cause they want me dead up under deep waters. Cause they want me dead up under deep water. When it all goes dark, lift me up. Lift me up. Lift me up. When it all goes dark, lift me up. Lift me up. Lift me up. Is it in my head or are you right here? I've been on my own trying to fight tears off. It's hard to see a heaven when it's held out here. It's hard to see a heaven.